what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Reese Davis, David Conley, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He said they have got incredible plans right now to get this wide receiver involved. Defenses have been keying on him. With the young quarterback, they think they have put something into the scheme that will help them get the ball to their receiver downfield, regardless of what the defense tries to do. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will take the field first. And here comes Jordan Marshall. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down.
Breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there. As we get closer to the playoff, it becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? It comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He gets a hand on it. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
And how about the push from the right side to be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will now get its first chance with the football. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country. Looking downfield on first down. Going for a big play right off the bat. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go over to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Nice move to keep running. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Might as well stick with him. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Underwood. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
A designed run for the quarterback. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Oh, he makes the catch. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in their step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
First down for the offense.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking for space. It's Marshall. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. On the draw, it's Raymond. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Back to pass on 2nd down. They're working that left side, and he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Motion from the wide receiver. Go. To the air on 1st down. Going long. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the 1st quarter.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Duff. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got it. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Grab near the marker. It's Duff. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, it's pretty apparent who they want to get the football to on this drive, right? It hasn't mattered where this guy is lined up, which side of the field. That's where the quarterback is throwing it. The defense now.
Maybe some room here. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
If you are a fan of old school running the rock, you absolutely love this drive. 80-plus yards. They've done it mostly on the ground. That last run now sets them up even closer to the goal line. And you can see these defenders. They're looking over to the sideline looking for answers. They don't know what the front needs to be, if they need to substitute more big guys on the field. They can't stop the running game.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fellow right in the middle.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They've moved it right to the edge, and they need one more yard for the touchdown on third down. Complete. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Throwing, Underwood. Finds his man. It's Buchanan. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Underwood on the play action. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. He'll run it again. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Gives him the tough stiff arm. He steps out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Marsh. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the...
There's a crease. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Underwood to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Underwood. Here comes the heat. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. On target. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Looking to get it in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. This is a designed run. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Making side adjustments here. On the run, it's Marshall. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't...
Maybe a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Hands it off on the counter. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with the...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, it's 3rd and long. They're trying to throw beyond the sticks to get the first down. What a great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, snagging it out of the air, and securing that interception.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Finds his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at quarterback unless you get the first part secure first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The offense changing the play. This quarterback part of their running game. Got the first himself. And he scores! Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And the capper came on a 34-yard jaunt to the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But
he hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback making adjustments.
Switch it.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
the closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
Timeout taken here by the offense. 5 seconds showing on the clock. They'll have an opportunity to put up points, either going to the end zone or maybe trying the field goal here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. They'll take a final shot here on 4th down, probably the last play of the half. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with the Troy Trojans taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's Troy with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team.
He'll bring it out. It's Benjamin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make play.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give on the option. Could be an alley. Got enough for the first.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
That's caught. It's Blake. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
Quick strike complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. The Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Raymond. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Fires on the move. Another incompletion on 3rd down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Throwing, Underwood. That's caught. It's Marshall. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
Gain of 6.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on 1st down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down. Play fake, Underwood. That's reeled in. It's Buchanan. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And the Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal. Here's a little room there. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Michigan! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. They marched 78 yards down the field, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it out. It's Benjamin. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the move at the 30. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. And the Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Did some work on the return, and they mark him out of bounds right at the 20. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Now on the option. The option, he'll keep it. Oh, he's got some space. Going airborne. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 12th of the season.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He'll do it himself. And he finds finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Scarlet Knights, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Scarlet Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. Picks up the first down. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back into the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Here's Underwood to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Goes to the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Speeding down the left side. Scoop and score!
Job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him, the ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Underwood. Here's a heat. Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They try to get it outside on the left. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Running inside, it's Raymond. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's still running after the move. He's loose at the 20. Touchdown, Rutgers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that's why you hold your breath every single time this guy catches the football. That's a short, easy completion. He's so dangerous after the catch, David, and he shows you the wheels, taking it all the way to the house.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to point out, how about the QB play? Getting the ball out right where he can catch the football and use his speed and playmaking ability after.
He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, we talk about the 3 facets in football: offense, defense, and special teams, and that huge return extends their lead here late. That is such a gut punch, but what a great job picking up blocks, and a phenomenal job by that return man, showing you the vision and the speed to score that touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Rutgers, 32.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. The run inside. It's Raymond. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense.
Caught, and he's got room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Swings it out to the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Benjamin. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Allen. He smashes his way through again. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Benjamin. Try to make make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
So here comes the Michigan offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Finding some room. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Calls his own number. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Marshall. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Rutgers takes its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their third. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
The 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Sends it back in motion. Sticks it in his belly. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Big Blue with the answer.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here he comes out of the end zone, and the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Allen. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. grab near the marker is Allen.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guy.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Upstairs, he's got it. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships, and how do you see